Quick good thing before the rest. Friday night is the last football in that building for a while, and I'll give you the details at the end. But first, this is CLT Daily. I'm Steve Babulis. It's Wednesday, August 26th, your independent daily briefing for the Queen City. Today, the school board voted last night to tell you what happened. Now look at what's actually on the list. The vote passed. 3 members abstained: Monty Witherspoon, Stephanie Sneed, and Lenora Shipp. What gets released in the description that came out of that meeting? The investigation process, key lessons learned, and recommended improvements to governance, policy, procedure, and oversight. What doesn't? Anything protected under state law. That part isn't a choice. Personnel records are sealed in North Carolina, and no vote changes that. 2 corrections from me. I told you twice the report would come September 8th. It's now before the end of September, and I told you Saturday the list included costs. Costs isn't in the description of what passed. I haven't seen the motion's full text, so I'll be careful. But the list read out Friday had costs on it, and the list reported last night doesn't. So here's what we already know about the money from the contract itself. The board hired the law firm Brooks Pierce at $275 an hour, which the contract calls a substantial discount. That contract was signed May 18th. Superintendent Crystal Hill was placed on paid leave June 25th, 28 days apart. The board hired investigators 4 weeks before anyone outside that room knew there was an investigation. And there was a second firm on the clock, a public relations firm, $350 an hour for one consultant, $450 for the head of the company. Nobody has said how many hours any of them billed. Sit with the shape of that. A school district hired a public relations firm to help manage what the public understood about an investigation into its own superintendent. And the summary of that investigation is going to tell you about process and lessons learned. Now the other side, and it's real. Charlita Hatch is the board member who pushed this. Quote, "Confidentiality does not have to mean silence. There's a space between releasing everything and saying nothing, and North Carolina law actually provides a process for navigating that space." She's right about that, and after the vote, she told reporters she wants documentation detailed enough to show taxpayer money was used responsibly. So the person who moved this is still asking the money question. Witherspoon, who abstained, said he's fully for transparency, but wants further discussion first. Crystal Hill said nothing publicly. And let me be clear about what I'm not saying. Hill was reinstated on the 11th, and she is running the district. Nobody has accused her of a crime. The question is a bill, paid with your money, for a process you're going to hear summarized. End of September. I'll read it and tell you what's in it. All right, here's what else you need to know today. New numbers, and they're big. Immigration agents arrested 1,580 people in Charlotte between January 1st and August 6th. In that same stretch last year, it was 752. In 2024, 253. That's a 6-fold increase in 2 years. Here's the number I'd hold on to. About 40% of the people arrested had pending charges, about 20% had prior convictions, and nearly 40% had neither. No pending charges, no convictions. The data comes from the Deportation Data Project, run out of UC Berkeley and UCLA, published yesterday. Statewide, the figure is more than 5,000. This is a story I'll be coming back to. Second, Charlotte's losing a headquarters. Six Flags is moving its corporate offices to Arlington, Texas, where the company started after a rough quarter. I don't have a number yet on how many Charlotte jobs go with it. I'll get it. Now, as promised, the Panthers close out the preseason Friday night at Bank of America Stadium against Houston, 7 o'clock. After that, no football in that building until the regular season, and the one I've carried all week. Good Food on Montford is serving its last dinners after 17 years. My sources disagree on whether that's Saturday or Monday, so go early rather than late. That's CLT Daily for Wednesday, August 26th. I'm Steve Babulis. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same city. Until then, Charlotte, take care of each other.